All right, so you're here at the press conference for Postal and Crawford with world champion Jessie Vargas. First of all, Jessie, before we get to you, what do you think about this fight? Crawford, up-and-coming guy. Well, I mean, he's already there, actually, world champion, but a guy people are just getting ready to know about. What do you think about him?
It's a great fight. I'm looking forward to it. Him and Postal are two undefeated top prospects. Not only prospects, but I mean, they're world champions, so I give them the credit that they deserve. But it's a very entertaining matchup. It's intriguing, and it's a 50-50 shot for both.
What do you think about Crawford? Is that something down the line you might be looking at?
Terrence is my boy. You know, I know him well, and we're cool. In future reference, you know, to a fight between him and I, you just never know. We're very close in weight. We're friends at the end of the day. But I mean, him and I both think the same way. You know, we have to fight whoever it is that we have to fight.
He's kind of similar to you in a way where he's a world champion, but a lot of the casual fans might not know him. Do you see similarities between himself and you?
Yeah, we're both the younger names, the younger talent that are still getting our names out there to the ordinary fan, boxing fan, and we're getting there, slowly but surely, you know. But the quicker, the better.
All right, let's talk about you a little bit here. You know, how pissed off are you? You know, you thought you had Kell Brook, that was a done deal. Thought you were heading over to England. Tell us about that. How did you find out about it, and how upset were you?
You know what, man? I wasn't so upset. You know, I know how to deal with things with a lot of, I guess you could say, just concentration and staying positive, knowing that everything happens for a reason, and knowing that the opportunities are out there. Being a world champion, you can't really be over anxious to get a fight. I mean, there's tons of fights out there. Who doesn't want to be a world champion? Now, if they're not calling you out, that's another thing, but there's a reason behind it. You know, there's a reason why no one is calling out another world champion. You know what I mean? So putting that into perspective, it doesn't matter to me. I have a good promoter. I have a great manager, great promoter, and you know, they're going to put me in the right position to give the fans a great fight, that's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? I'm in this sport to accomplish a dream, and that dream is to become a fan-friendly fighter. And I have been till this day, and I hope to continue to give the fans that.
Do you have a thought of why he decided to fight Triple G? I mean, do you think he didn't want to fight? Do you think the chance to beat somebody like Triple G, you know, was too enticing? Especially, you know, some will claim, you know, if he loses, you know, he'll also got 2 divisions up. So why do you think he elected to go with Triple G?
I don't know. You know, it's definitely his decision, and I don't know exactly why he did it. I could assume, I could give my opinion. You know, the only win-win situation there is the payday, you know, which is making a bigger payday than he would have with me, and a riskier shot with me, because him losing to me, it would put him 10 steps backwards. You know what I mean? And him losing to Triple G, well, everyone would say, you know what? He lost to Triple G, 2 divisions higher than him, so he would come back down to welterweight, back to defending his IBF world title in the same position that he was before, except for with more exposure now. So it's a win-win situation. He can't lose, you know what I mean? I mean, he will get a defeat on his record, but in the fans' eye, he'll be in the same position, and he'll be making more money, and then the same when he comes back.
Do you think he has a shot?
I personally don't think he has a shot. I think he's a better fighter. I mean, no disrespect to Triple G, but I think he's the better all-around fighter. It's just Triple G packs the punch. You know what I mean? Packs the punch, and that's his big benefit. So it's hard to think that a welterweight will stand the power of a middleweight.
If the shoes are reversed, would you have taken Triple G?
You know what? I would like to clear out my division first and then look into another one. You know what I mean? It makes more sense to me. That's what I would do.
When we talked to you over the years, you've always said your 2 dream fights were one Manuel Marquez or Manny Pacquiao. Of course, now there's rumors floating that, well, Manny needs somebody, and now you're available, so that the 2 of you go. Obviously, nothing's been announced yet, but is that something you're definitely hoping to get lined up?
I'm looking forward to the biggest fights possible. You know what I mean? The job of my promoter and my manager is to get me the bigger fights. You know what I mean? And to get me the best fights out there, to give the fans a action-packed fight. You know what I mean? That's what I want to give them, because that's what they want. And they're working on it, and if it's either him or whoever it might be, I'll be back in the ring, and I will perform at the highest level.
But that's a legacy fight, though, you know. So even if, you know, Manny, no matter how good he is,
I definitely would want the fight. Keep in mind that I am the WBO world champion. He was once the WBO welterweight champion, so if he wants a shot at the title, you know, I'm here and I'm open to giving it to him, and as well as I would be thankful for the opportunity to fight against a fighter like Manny Pacquiao with the name, with the recognition. You know, he's a future Hall of Famer, and being able to show and prove what you're about and the level that you're at against a fighter like Manny Pacquiao is big. You know what I mean? So I would appreciate, I would want that opportunity as well. So it's a win-win situation for both. You know, he would get a shot at the title. I get the shot at fighting against Manny Pacquiao and proving to the fans who I am.
How much do you think he has left? His last fight was against Bradley. You know, you yourself fought Bradley, so you can kind of compare and contrast a little bit. I know, you can't do the boxing math, but where do you think your skills at this point, coming off a great performance for yourself, compared to Manny, who's on the tail end of his career?
Well, now I have a great trainer in Dewey Cooper, great team behind me, and my skill has risen, since last year. You know what I mean? I'm so much more mature, more experienced, and I can't wait to show the fans what I'm about in my next fight, whether if it's with Pacquiao. I would hope for it to be against Pacquiao because the fans know more about Pacquiao, know more about what he's about, and would know at the level that I'm at once I face him, and with the mindset of beating him.
Just finally, one way or another, when can we expect to get an announcement from you for your next fight?
You know what? Hopefully this weekend. I hope. I just don't know. I know that we're close to hopefully finalizing a fight, but only time will tell.
All right, Jesse, appreciate it. Listen.
No problem.